Welcome to 7DSystem, this is DMG, and in this video again we're going to talk about the mechanics of 7DSystem and who goes first outside of combat. So if you like these videos, click the like button and check me out on patreon.com/7DSystem where you can financially support the creation of these videos and the game itself. Who goes first when you're not involved in combat? This is rarely something that is actually implemented in other games, and I felt it was important to implement it. As you would have seen in one of my other videos on general RPG discussions, where we talked about the 7 pillars of role-playing, we talked about interaction and player interaction with one another and player interaction with the game. This mechanic is about player interaction between players and player interaction with the game based on the stat of the characters themselves. The way that this is determined is things that tend to happen in real life is the most reactionary people tend to do things first. They don't think about it, they just do it. So what we decided to implement in 7DSystem is that you take the emotion stat for the character, the emotion ability, and use that to determine who actually goes first. But rather than the person with the best score, you want the person with the worst score. So the person with the lowest score, the lowest amount of points and the least amount of bonuses is the one who goes first. The next person who has the least goes second, the next person third, etc. until the person with the most goes last. But the most interesting thing is, as the game progresses and the characters begin to get experience in emotion through combat, through dealing with scary situations, they become better at emotion, so they get more controlled and they're less reactionary, which means that they then go later. So it's always the most reactionary character that goes first. You can change the order of the characters at the beginning of each session based on the lowest emotion score going first. If you want, you can change every time there is a significant rest period, like a long rest or a full rest or a complete rest, you can then change the order as well. So it doesn't need to be constantly as the person is gaining experience, they automatically then change their order. Rather, just do it at certain defined points in the game, and you can really make up your mind as to when that is. But it definitely should be at the beginning of every session. Whoever is the lowest goes first, whoever is the highest goes last, and you increment it in between for the rest of the players. If you find a situation where the characters are at the same level, so one guy has 1 bonus in emotion, 2 ranks in emotion, and 2 experience points, and the other guy has the same thing, roll a d20 and the lowest score goes first. If you're starting out and no one has any points and any bonuses, so you're absolute 0 characters, you've got nothing, everyone rolls a d20 and the person who rolls the lowest goes first, the next lowest goes second, the next lowest goes third, and the highest score goes last. So even from the beginning of the game, we're taking the lowest score as the score that determines when the person goes. Of course, when you get into combat, different story, then initiative takes over. So this is not used during combat, it is only used during social interactions, exploration, and things like that. That's when that order comes into play. During combat, you will then use an initiative order, and we will talk about that further in the rest of the discussion on combat. So if you like this video, click the like button, check me out on Facebook and Twitter /7DSystem, and I will see you in the next mechanic video.